धन्यवाद सर। पूज्य भजनानंद महाराज स्वामी जी, पूज्य स्वामी आत्मप्रियानंद जी, नमस्कार। Scholars who are present here, I'm really grateful that I'm here to present you the repository which we have in Asiatic Society. And I'm thankful to you all for taking out your time and coming out for this program and giving me this opportunity to present before you what we have in Asiatic Society, Kolkata. I'll give you a very brief introduction of Asiatic Society, and then I'll devote my more amount of time telling you about the preservation, conservation, and the digitization of manuscripts, which the topic which has been given to me. Asiatic Society Kolkata is presently located at 1 Park Street. It was started in 1784 by Sir William Jones. And starting of this organization, the pure aim was to start with research in Asian studies. During its establishment, Sir William Jones has not bounded the scholars at that time by any means of restriction. It was anything of anything present at that time can be researched and can be explored. Since, as you all know, at that time it was the time of great transition. The Mughals have given power to East India Company to collect the Diwan. They have given the Diwani of Bengal after the fight at the Buxar. So, after receiving Diwani of Bengal, the East India Company needed a setup, or you can say a mechanism to run the administration. From trade to getting into administration is again a very challenging work. So, Asiatic Society, when it was established, it was also supported by East India Company so that research in Indology and Indian things can be done, and it can be explored to know more about this subcontinent at that time. So, with this, it was established in 1784 by Sir William Jones, who was a judge, and at that time it was established in present Fort William. It started from a courtroom, and now it has shifted to 1 Park Street, where you see the building. It was established, it shifted there in 1808, and presently now we have three campuses in Calcutta, one in Salt Lake and one in Baliganj. In 1984, Government of India recognized its work and it was declared as an institution of national importance. It became an autonomous organization by an act of parliament of 1984. And since then, we are under, earlier we used to be in HRD ministry, that is the human resource development at that time. And now we are part of Ministry of Culture. And presently we are functioning at the Ministry of Culture. And we are funded totally by Ministry of Culture, Government of India. These are few prominent people who have been associated with us. What I'm showing you on the view foil is all Indian people who have been associated with us. But beside this, we also have a galaxy of academicians, scientists, philosophers who have been Western European. They have been associated with us. I think you can recognize few of them. Now coming to the importance of Asiatic Society Kolkata. Asiatic Society Kolkata is also the mother organization of 14 institutions right now presently under central government. It is the mother organization of Indian Museum, which you see. Then it is also the mother organization of all surveys Anthropological Survey, Geological Survey, they all originated from Asiatic Society, Kolkata. And subsequently, they bifurcated from Asiatic Society as their work has grown in size. We have the oldest collection here of manuscripts, books, rock edicts, and subsequently, as you know, as I told you during the brief part of introduction here, that we are the mother organization of 14 organizations. So many things which got segregated is now stored with those organizations. But Asiatic Society continued with holding the books and manuscripts with its own treasure. Now, these are few old books you can read. We also have a huge collection of journals, 1675 onwards. We have first book, which was printed in 1497. We have manuscripts, which is right from 6th century onwards. So whatever right now I'm telling you is, it's, I think if you'll ask me in percentage, it is 0.0000, maybe zero point 0.1. So you really, all those who have not visited, please, I request you, kindly visit and just see what treasure we are holding. Because the effort which you are putting during your Sanskrit Saptah, I can see, and it will be really enriching on your part, as well as for Asiatic Society also, that we will gain by collaboration from each other's benefits. We also have a publication house. We are proud of being the oldest surviving publication house of the world. It started in 1788, and till date, we are publishing books from our publication house. So, the establishment of Asiatic Society in 1784 and starting of publication since 1788 onwards. We publish our journal, which is quarterly, and bulletin every month. Now, this I'm talking about this year's publication. We have published till now 6 books. We are going to publish 9 more books. Journal we have published 2, then going to publish 2 more, like it's quarterly. Monthly bulletin till now we have published 5, then yet to be published is another 5. Booklet we have published 1. We are in the process of publishing 1 more booklet. And this what I'm talking about is only for this financial year. That is from 1st April 2025 to 31st March 2026. We have very few artifacts which has been reflected here. Most of these artifacts were handed over to Indian Museum. And till date, when you will go and visit Indian Museum, the accession number of those artifacts have been named as Asiatic Society collection. We also possess the Ashokan edict from which the Brahmi was deciphered by James Princip, and it is there in our museum. Whenever you are visiting, please have a look. And he has also published in the Journal of Asiatic Society the entire process of deciphering how he has deciphered. And it's, if you get an opportunity, please go through that article. It's written in a very logical way. And any person who is into coding or into drawing the architecture or algorithm, it will help you. Now, coming to our activities, we are into academic activities of research, organizing academic programs, then publication. Then, beside that, we have a library which has books of around 1,35,000 in number, then journal around 1,07,000. And then we have a museum where the greatest position of ours is more than we house around more than 50,000 manuscripts. And these manuscripts are in 28 languages and 16 scripts. And it starts right from 6th century onwards. I'll cover the future planning, these things subsequently in my briefing. Now, coming to the manuscript, the main topic which has been given to me. Whenever we receive a manuscript, first thing what we do is the inspection part of it. We do the inspection and it is done by the conservation laboratory. And the same process is also done for the preservation and conservation of this. So whenever a manuscript is received, first thing is it is checked for totality, like by an expert who knows the language and subject also. We try to get help of a subject person also. Like a manuscript which is written in Sanskrit and it is on Ayurveda. So you require a person who has a knowledge of Sanskrit also, as well as he knows about Ayurveda. Generally, it is taken that the both will be knowing both all the things, but it's generally doesn't happen in that way. So we try to get experts of all the subject what is there, and after that, the basic part like counting of folios, that is pages, doing the basic cataloging. So the entire process now goes in this way. First part is the documentation, this photography for condition report, then preparing condition report, like in what condition it is, brittle or if it is in good condition. Then checking the pagination, that means the page, like generally manuscripts don't have page numbers, so we put a page number from our own side for our understanding and accountability. Then you identify the reasons for deterioration, for why it is being deteriorated, counting the folios, marking perfect foliation marks, then careful restoration of torn pieces. It's done in at our lab. This entire process, when you visit, this will be shown to you. Once you request for it, they will also show you how they have preserved many manuscripts which were in a very bad shape. Then coming to the restoration part, they come basic cleaning part is done. Then the de-acidification, it's a very long process. Just for the information here, those who are sitting here, one page goes through 13 process for before it is finally put into a restored manuscript. Then coming to the last part, that is preservation. This is periodically disinfection process with insecticide and fumigation is done in our library and museum, and this is done very religiously and very regularly. The thing what I'm covering you is this is the entire 6 months to 1 year course, and I'm trying to bring it to you within one slide. So kindly pardon my speed. If you are not able to comprehend something, please, you're open to ask me any question after the briefing. And you can also, you're most welcome to visit Asiatic Society and see the entire process. This is just, I'm showing it to you a pictorial, how basic preservation is done. We also have a huge collection of Ramayana and Mahabharata. Uh, During special campaign 4 government of India's initiative, we got the best organization who was into preservation and conservation of manuscript. So you can see Sri Jitendra Singh, he is the minister of DAPRG, and then is the secretary DAPRG. And the lady who is not visible to us is our curator, Dr. Keka Banerjee. She went to receive that. So, now coming to the digitization, the first part is to take the scan copy. So if you'll go to any organization, you'll find that digitization is just a simple, they will say, okay, you just scan it and keep it and it is digitized. So one copy is stored and that's all. That's it. That is what our understanding is. My answer to you is no. It's a very technical thing. It requires a lot of effort and understanding of a manuscript. You have to decide that what manuscript will be digitized at what DPI, and whether it will be a simple scanning or it will be a multispectral scanning. So again, this is what I'm telling you is again a very small thing. Then comes the analytical part. So when you do a digitization, if you do it properly, it helps you to figure out a lot of things. You get a lot of details which can help you in a scientific way to understand the manuscript better and the story what it tells. The written part is one, and beside that, you also get a lot of other information from the manuscript. I'll just show it to you. This we are doing it with the help of IIT Kharagpur. We have also approached IIT Delhi and see that, so that we get a total solution for manuscript digitization. And after digitization, we should be able to take it to a common person, because if I show you a photograph of manuscript, it's just a photograph or a digital copy to you if it doesn't give you information. If a common person who doesn't know the language, suppose I don't know how to read Sanskrit and understand, then it doesn't have any meaning for me. So how I will be interested to read about or read that manuscript unless until I comprehend or I understand. So we are working towards that solution. And beside that, as I told you, that other information which is there imbibed in the manuscript, that also we are bringing it, trying to bring it out for the normal common people so that it makes relevant and interesting for everyone who goes through it. Now you see, you can see on your left side, this is the color digitization which has been done. It's on a palm leaf manuscript, which you can see with it has been done with a normal camera. It's it's not clear, but the same thing which has been done with hyperspectral camera, you can see the clarity. Because many manuscripts are there which have faded, the ink has faded over a period of time. So that thing has to be read in a proper way, and the proper way to do it, at times even human eye cannot read it in with clarity. So you have to take the help of hyperspectral camera. Now one hyperspectral camera takes an image and it can have 240 bands of images. Like you can have 240 images of one digitized copy, and it gives you, all bands gives you a different type of information. So the first one, the left topmost is color image, which you see. And then all bands have different analytics and they give you different information. I could not get the entire analytics because I just received it some half an hour back before coming here. So I've just put it to my presentation. So these are like only one photograph is there, but then these are the number of bands what they are analyzing it. So certain things like you cannot identify with a naked eye. Something like here it is being written as they are reflected. Gold is has been used to do this illustration. Now you cannot identify with your naked eyes, but then with hyperspectral camera, you can easily identify and make it out what all mineral or what type of ink is has been used. It also gives you information that like what was the time period of that particular manuscript. Then it also tells you what type of in atmosphere it was written. Suppose if people are very well off, they can use gold. If they are not very well off, they can, I think, will be using silver or some other lesser important you can say metal. So these are very, very few, I will say, minimum things which I have expressed to you during my briefing. So you can see, you see the clarity or the enhancement what it is bringing. And in technical term, what they say is reducing the noise. So this is more of a technical part. We are into the process of bringing it on our website and portal so that it is available to a person who is not able to make it or is able to go and see the manuscripts in the Asiatic Society. But then you can also see the same thing on web page. Now we have started with another initiative. Like we are using the social media platform to inform a general public regarding manuscript publication and also about any other academic activity. Like for example, if you'll ask me, like Facebook, we have divided out of 7 days, we have given 3 days for manuscript, 2 days for publication, and 2 days for any library book. And it is more or less in the form of visual picturization so that it becomes interesting and it gives you more information. Like you can see on the right side, the book is the book of the day, then left one is the manuscript. We have also put one photograph of the manuscript, and on top you can say publication of the day, like along with the photograph, so that it becomes more appealing and more interesting. And believe you me, from 3,000 our viewership, it has crossed more than 10,000 after doing all these things. So instead of putting the plain catalog or some other details, it's better to put it on a visual way. So this was a very short and brief presentation, just to give you an insight of our collection, what we have and what we are doing in manuscripts, preservation, conservation, and digitization. But to get a complete feel of it, I will request you all to kindly come and visit at the Asiatic Society, and you can really understand and appreciate the amount of treasure what we are holding there. And you may never know if something may interest you for your own research and for your own publication. So you're most welcome from my side. And any question, if you have, I'll answer that. So, thank you.